Welcome to the GB9 Amateur UK Open race final. We are live from the Ludlow Suite in the International Centre in Telford, UK. And our final is between Vietnamese star Nguyen and Dean Shields from the UK. It's alternate break from the box. It's a race to 8. I beg your pardon. Didn't take me long to make a mistake, did it? It's a race to 8. I've been watching too many races to 9, haven't I? It's 9 on the spot. Golden breaks count. The three foul rule is in use also. And we are already, there's Dean and Hai Dang, and I believe we're also live on Perry TV in Vietnam. So hi guys everywhere around the world, nice to be with you. I believe you have your own commentary. I just couldn't learn Vietnamese quick enough. I apologise for that. Now we have a referee for this one. We'll be racking the balls. Is that Luke, our referee? So here we go then. Straight race to 8. If you were with us earlier on, you may have seen Yannick Pongers beating Phil Wildman in the final of the race sets. So 2 balls down. It does have a shot at the 2. Does it pass the 9 ball? It certainly goes in the side. It's a bit of a thin one. But the way the cue ball looks like it might be going into the 5 off of the top rail. It was a stabby little stroke, wasn't it? But it got the job done, and he went into the 8 ball instead. I remember watching this guy last night, and there was some discussion about soft braking, but we'll keep our eye on that. So very important to get off to a good start. It's a relatively short race, just to 8. It's been the same race all the way through. Yeah, watch that side pocket. Well, he played that with a trace of left-hand spin, and as soon as I saw where he was aiming on the cue ball, my heart skipped a beat. I've done that a few times. Cue ball dangerously close to that side pocket. A little bit of a cutback here. Will be guaranteed to be on the 8 though. Needs it to run a bit though. He's underhit this. So just struggling slightly. And that's all because he played a bad shot on the 6 ball. proudly wearing his name on his back. Hey Dang. I'm not sure that's how you say it. I have been practicing, guys. May consider the safety shot here. 8 ball on the left side rail, cue ball on the right side rail. Or is he going for it? Very, very dangerous shot to take on. Very first rack and an absolute gift for Dean Shields. In goes the 9 ball then. So against the break, Dean Shields gets first blood in the final. And thanks very much to our sponsors. There you see them along the bottom of the screen. Special thanks to Taom Billiards, who have kindly sponsored this stream, enabling us to bring it absolutely free of charge to you guys. Referee for this match, just getting those balls nice and tight, the Aramith balls in the shark rack. Well, it's going to be a golden break. Well, what a start for Dean Shields. 2-0. It just shows you, doesn't it, that miss on the 8 ball gave the first rack, gifted the first rack to Dean, and then steps up with his first break of the match, and it's a golden one. The only good news for Dang is he'll be breaking now. Hi guys, I'm back with you live. I'm just having a few issues at the moment. I'm going to work on it for you. Okay guys, I am back. Hopefully those gremlins that were fed after midnight last night have gone for good. They probably got wet as well. just threw a bucket of water over them. So Dean with a nice 3-rack lead in this final, race to 8. Chance though of the young man from Vietnam to get on the board. There is an early 4-9 available. I'd rather the cue ball wasn't on the rail. I think he can still get to it. He's going to draw past the 6. Well, he's gone a little bit further. He would have liked to have been a little bit closer to this. This is not a gimme. These can be missed. And I'm guessing he'll play it with a bit of pace as well. Doesn't want to leave the 9 anywhere near the corner pocket. And there you see. And the trouble started when he got onto the 3 ball. It was a little bit too thin on the 3, which meant he was going too far away from the 4 ball. On those kind of combos, you want to be as close in, as straight in as possible on them if you can. So Dean Shields back to the table, and he's had a really good weekend. Overcame Quinton Pongas, that's the brother of Yannick, who you might have seen in our previous sets final. Quinton is the older brother. Dean beat Quinton. Also Matthew Wrigley, Jake Dillon Newlove, my co-commentator's good friend, Spencer Oliver, Paul Taylor, and Pierre Francesco Garcia. So he's had a tough route to the final, as Dean. And I'll tell you how high Dan got there when we see him back to the table. But I remember watching Dean last night and I was super impressed with his stroke. Really enjoy watching him. Nicely done. And I know we've got a lot of Vietnamese fans in the YouTube chat. Hi guys, hi to everyone. Nice to be with you. Privilege to be commentating this final. I'm Mark White. I've been to your beautiful country in Vietnam on 3 occasions. Ho Chi Minh City. My next stop is going to be Da Nang. I'm due to play in a tournament there very, very soon. And of course, can't wait to go to Hanoi. Thanks once again to our mainstream sponsor, Taom Billiards, makers of that amazing chalk. And what a lovely graphic that is, isn't it? Start your engines. Well, already started his engines. Dean Shields, he's got off out of the... Well, look at this. It's a golden break for himself. In it goes. Well, it's just what he needed, isn't it? Dean had one in the 2nd rack. Well, that will keep you guys in the chat a lot happier. A nice golden break. There you go. Pocket size is 4.5 inches. And the middle's around about 5, guys, I believe. And we're playing on the SAM tables, made in Spain. On top of that lovely slate, we've got some Z9 cloth, some Z9, made in Germany. And then on top of the cloth, we've got those beautiful Aramith black balls. all being held together by the shark rack. Hopefully the cue has been chalked with a bit of that V10. Here we go, breaking off. Dean 4-1 up, 9 ball on the move again. Nothing really doing on the 2 ball though. Made 2 balls off the break, both into the side pocket. He's looking at the possibility of making this into a combo. Be careful not to hit that 2 ball with your tip, Dean. We are playing all ball fouls, and our referee Luke will be keeping his beady eye on you. Yeah, the guys, the Vietnamese fans, want to see that golden break again. We'll grab that for you guys. We'll show you that golden break again as soon as we can grab it up for you. I think safety is the order of the day here. He can use the 7 as a blocker. Don't try and get too fancy with the cue ball. He can play a push out as well if he wants. After the break, you're allowed to play a push out. You don't have to hit a ball. I wonder if he's thought about that. I wonder if he's forgotten about the push out. Oh, he's judged that really nicely, and that's what he was thinking about. What was going to happen to the 2 ball? So played that really well, didn't he? And now we're going to begin to see this beautiful stroke in action once again. Come on guys, let us know in the comments, how badly do you really want to see that golden break? Do you really, really want to see it again? We'll show you it at the end of this rack. There you go. So nice angle on this 6 ball, just to run the cue ball back down the centre of the table. Wants just a slight angle if possible. That looks absolutely perfect. Can just play a draw shot. Yes please, golden break, says Shadow Nails. It's coming, Shadow, it's coming. As that 9 ball goes in, we're going to watch another one go in. This is the replay of the golden break. You asked for it. Oh, not that one. That was a good shot though as well, but that was from the other match. Well, you didn't shout loud enough, you didn't scream loud enough, guys. It's like one of them fairground rides at the carnival. The louder you scream, the faster you go. The more of you say, you get a replay. dry break. And he did have problems with the break yesterday, to be honest. I think it's pretty good, to be honest. I promote all pull. I love what Matchroom are doing. I think they're doing great things. I just think there's lots of other people as well. I like to promote everyone who's doing their bit. I've actually done a few Matchroom events, Matchroom ranking events around the world. I was in Manila and I did the Sharks International Open, the one that was won by Ko Ping Chung. You might remember, beat Michael Feliciano in the final. I was actually there in Sharks doing that one. Tremendous place, that Sharks. So no prizes for guessing what he's playing here. I think he's going to glue that cue ball in behind the 4 ball. Oh, he's got him. Oh, thank you very much, Cariel. It's very nice of you to say so. You've just become my favourite viewer. So looking at kicking this 2 rails, some left hand spin on the cue ball. Got to go close to that 8 ball. Oh, he's gone right the way round it. Very unlucky. It's always the way, isn't it? If there's a room round it, it'll find a way. Now, if this 3 does pass the 5, he would love to play it. Otherwise, he's going to have to play the combo. So it looks like being another chance to open up an even bigger lead. Things beginning to look a little bit dangerous for the Vietnamese player. Very, very impressive performance so far. A little bit like a ghost town in here now. It was buzzing. We had over 70 players in each of the 2 events we ran here. It was a genius idea to put this on so that anyone that got eliminated from the main UK Open could just pop next door and play in a couple of events here. I hope Matchroom are going to do it at a few other events. I'm sure you'll get more players travelling if they know there's another tournament that they can just sneak into if they do get eliminated. And there's that beautiful stroke again. I tell you what, I'd love that stroke. There you caught a glimpse of the red ferrule. Oh, it looks like it is going to be 6-1. He's going to be just 2 from victory. Right in the heart of the pocket. This is a very, very impressive performance from Dean Shields. Here comes that golden break, guys. Here it comes. We promised you it. Do you want to see it again? Here it comes again. Look, here it goes. Cue ball off the side rail. Comes over and cuts the 9 into the corner pocket. Now that is the perfect way to break with the break box. I don't know whether you remember Max Lechner was playing a match. I think it was in the Masters. It was one of the earlier matches when they started using the break box. And I believe there were 5 golden breaks in one match. In one race to 9. Francisco Sanchez Ruiz, he's gone off the boil just slightly. He did swap cue manufacturers, went from Predator to Q-Tech, and it always takes just a little bit of time. It was a brave move. It was during a real purple patch, a real golden time, wasn't it, when he was winning just about everything. He held the World 9 ball, the World 8 ball, and he finished runner-up in the World 10 ball. He also won the US Open that year, and I think he won the International Open also. I think the International Open was the beginning of it all. And he's not one of the younger players on the tour. It took him a little while to win a major, but when he did, you couldn't stop him. You see Z9 billiard cloth made in Germany. Well, I've never seen anything come out of Germany that isn't well made. And those Belgian balls are pretty good as well, aren't they? 100 years of making billiard balls for Aramith. If you've been in business for 100 years, you're doing something right. Let's go right in close on them balls. Let's have a look at the Bumblebee. Let's have a look at that lovely 9 ball look. And of course, in the full set, you get the black on every single stripe ball. The 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. And I don't know if you've ever seen a rack of 8 ball with the black set. It really is. It looks totally different. And I just nipped out in the break between finals to see a friend who's playing in a tournament, and they were using the ordinary Aramith balls, not the black set, and the white looked really weird. It's strange, isn't it, what we get used to. Now this is the special venue that was put up by Matchroom to host this GB9 tour, and there's a lot more to come from the GB9. I got to speak with Luke and Dan, who have big plans for the GB9, and they'll be announcing the future of the tour very, very soon. To use his words, they're not going to try and run before they walk. They're going to take their time, put a proper plan together. another look at the Taom V10. Really has revolutionised cue chalk just when the game needed something to come along in a period when there were a lot of kicks in snooker, a lot of skids as they called in pool, and of course keeps the cloth clean as well as your hands, which is very important. There goes the one in the side, 9 ball on the move again. A look at the 2 ball, and this is to get on the hill. Really is a privilege to have all you guys in here watching with us. Big choice these days, but well, we've all got more than one device, haven't we? Nice safety, not taking any risks, and why should he? He's got a good lead here. No point in starting to push the boat out, so to speak. Just keep it tight. That young man was also in the main event, but he's not one of the 128 Matchroom pros, so it allowed him to play in this event. It was only Matchroom pros that weren't allowed to play. It is an amateur event. And once again, Dean in with the first chance. Still a bit of work to do. Now, is he going to let that lovely stroke out and draw off the side rail? Just psyching himself up, steadying himself. Playing the shot in his mind. Well, that is exactly what I've been talking about this guy over the last couple of days. Again, a stunning piece of cueing. For those of you still interested in the main event, the UK Open, the other semi-final is going on between Robbie Capito and Piers Labutis. Hong Kong versus Lithuania in that one. Looking for the right to play Mieszko Fortuński from Poland in the final, and it's Robbie Capito who is 6-3 up at the moment in their race to 11. Still work to do. It's finished a little bit short on this 5. Just has to pay a little bit more attention to this now. He looks pretty focused, doesn't he? Oh, that's a glorious shot again. Played with a lot of confidence, dragged it in. Now we're going to get to see the big stroke again. And just watch how smoothly he delivers the cue through. Prize money $1,600. I think it's dollars. It usually is, isn't it? It's the currency of the world. It's actually UK pounds. It's even more money. Nice little payday, and this is going to take him a rack closer to that cash prize, because he's going to be on the hill if he makes this 9-ball, and he does. And it's, I've got to say, an impressive performance from Dean Shields. It really is. Be over very, very quickly. Spots and stripes. What do you call them, guys? Do you call them? We do, don't we, in the UK? Some call it solids and stripes. Others call it highs and lows. Big and small even as well, I've heard. Either way, it's American pull. Now then, a scratch, and he really has struggled with the break, to be honest. Hai Dang has had very, very little success with the break. Now our referee just having a little bit of trouble, making sure he puts them back exactly how they were. He really wants to take. Oh, he's got ball in hand, hasn't he? So he can put it anywhere he wants. And this is a really good chance. Okay, still work to do. 1 to the 2 is not guaranteed. 2 to the 3, and then 3 to the 4. So all the work is on the 1, 2, 3, 4. If he can get past those little steps and obstacles. That's okay. He can either just drop this in and leave her longer, or he can take a risk and dig down. Try and get a little bit closer to the 3. I'm not sure if he's dead straight or not though. Just dropping it in, prepared to leave himself further away from the 3. And the way he's striking the cue ball at the moment, you can't blame him. You've got to feel for Hai Dang a little bit. He just hasn't really got involved in this so far. But a lot of that has got to do with the man at the table now, because he's played some absolutely brilliant pull. Now this has gone just slightly wrong. Has he got an angle? He has. He's got the perfect angle. Only problem, he may have to just dig down a bit, or can he just run off the side of the 9-ball? Joe, I'm afraid you're a little bit late to the party. This is the final, and in the main event, the UK Open, they're already at the semi-final stages. They've played one semi-final. Mirza Fortunsky won it, and he's waiting for either Robbie Capito or Piers Labutis. Just a little bit short of pace on this 7. He's okay though. He's got a nice angle just to bounce off the side rail back over for the 8, and it could be all over very, very soon. He's just slightly awkward by the 8 ball here. There's the perfect angle. We're going to know if it's in, and it is in, and who can deny it? Dean Shields, this trophy. He's played absolutely brilliant in this final. He really has. Yeah, drew back just enough to get away from the route. So this 9 ball then to be crowned the GB9 UK Open Amateur Champion of 2024. It's in, and a little bit of a celebration there from Dean Shields. Absolutely fantastic. Smiles all round. Hai Dang just didn't really ever get into that final, did he? Sometimes it just goes that way, doesn't it? Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's been such a pleasure to join you for all these fabulous matches as we see the closing stages once again of this final rack. We've had a lot of fun here in Telford, and we're going to be doing it all again sometime in the very near future. There you see the trophy on the table. That's a nice little trophy, that actually, isn't it? Looks a bit like one of the hotels in Dubai.
Well, Mark,
Burj
what a
Khalifa.
terrific final that was. Sorry, mate. What a terrific final that was.
Yeah, I mean, it was a masterclass by Dean Shields, and you know, I say it time and time again when I'm commentating, it really is so much to do with the stroking, Paul, and if you want to copy a stroke, that's not a bad one to copy. There you go, look, Event 1 champion, UK Open 2024. Absolutely brilliant. So pleased for Dean Shields. Commiserations to Hai Dang as well. I'm going to see you at another tournament somewhere very, very soon. Thank you so much for all your great comments. Thank you for joining us. Have a lovely rest of your weekend. I'm going to go and cook myself a lovely pork chop. I feel
Enjoy,
like
Mark.
Homer Simpson tonight. Ta-da!
Thank you very much, Mark, for joining us through these last few days. It's been a privilege to have you all the way from Thailand. I'd hope to have you again sometime soon in the future, especially for the GB9 tours. We'll see what happens in the very future. But thank you to everyone that's tuned in throughout this last 3 or 4 days. It's been a great tournament to do, and it's been my very first 9-ball event, and it's been a privilege to do this one alongside the arena with the match room, the main UK Open. I know the final, though the semi-final's still underway, and I know the final's going to be later, so I will be popping off to have a watch of that one. To everyone that's joined us, thank you, and thank you to our main event sponsors, Kamui, Z9, Soul Plaza, Korea Foods, and Spots and Stripes, Short Rack for being the provider of the racks, obviously RMF for the black tournament sets, and to Taom for being the sponsor of the stream to allow us to have Mark over. I say over, he didn't fly over, but to have Mark joining us from Thailand. Until next time, whatever you do for the rest of your night, enjoy it. This has been TYPLive, another Q Sports broadcast in the book for us. Until next time, good night.